that's windy. Hello and welcome back. You're probably having difficulty hearing me because I'm on the banks of the River Mersey. We're currently in the middle of a storm at the moment. What I'm here to do today is try and get some long exposures of the Runcorn Bridge over in the distance there. We've also got another bridge in the distance, which is the newer Mersey Gateway Bridge. I'm hoping for a nice long exposure with the sunset as well. I've just moved down to the banks of the Mersey now. Hopefully this will be a little bit more protected by the wind, although I don't think that's really going to happen. But what I'm looking to do now is set up the camera so we can get a long exposure shot of the bridge with the water and the clouds coming through. The wind's blowing in an easterly direction, so we should get the clouds streaming through. That said, it's thinned out a little bit, so we'll see what we can get. So I'm currently working on a number of long exposures, working on about a 20-second exposure, f9, to incorporate the bridge and try and get everything in focus there. F9 on this lens, which is the 18-200, works a treat. I used to always ramp it up to around about f16, but no, we're doing a little bit of research on it. I found out that that f9 is the best for getting everything sharp, the foreground and the distance. So I've really got no issues with trying to get the foreground here in focus and the bridge, certainly on that. So I'm shooting about 18mm, completely wide open. Obviously it's a crop sensor camera, so it's around about 23-25mm. F9, as I said, 20-second exposure, ISO 100, so we'll see what the image comes out like. Shade a little bit from the wind behind the car. It's brutal tonight. So why have I started vlogging? Well, a number of reasons really. I think it's more of a challenge. I think going into video is much more of a challenge. It's because photography, although fantastic, and that is the main ambition that I do, I was going out on my own, taking shots and not really showing people what photography was all about. So I decided to start this YouTube channel to show people actually what you get up to when you're out on a shoot. It's so easy to just get caught up in yourself, and I think that's one of the beauties of photography. You can just go out and kind of forget everything else, just focus on the photography, and it's your time with that camera to get the image and to just basically relax. It's similar to golf. It's all about going out there and just enjoying the air, enjoying the scenery, and doing the hobby as you go along. So what I'm focused on now is a swing bridge across the Manchester Ship Canal that runs all the way from Ellesmere Port into Manchester, into Trafford Park. Quite a busy waterway really, although there's nothing booked in for today. Never is when you're here with the camera. So this swing bridge is an active swing bridge, and it's one of many that cut through Runcorn and Warrington and all the way to Manchester. It can really affect you when you're on the way to work, for example, in rush hour traffic and they decide to send a ship through it. But no ships forecast today, so we'll take some long exposure images of the bridge and see what comes up, and I'll show them now. So the time now is just gone 6 o'clock. I've just noticed the lights on the bridge have started to come on, so won't be long now until we're in darkness and I can start doing some long exposure shots. So you want to be a photographer, you want to go out and take your first shots. What do you need? Well, you need a camera. You don't even have to buy a brand new camera, you can also buy used as well. The 7200 that I use, I actually bought used, and I saved myself about £400 on that. Get your camera, get your lens, and that's pretty much all you need to start off with. Go out, shoot handheld. When you have the budget for it, buy yourself a tripod. Recommend about £100 spending on a tripod. Get you something fairly decent. Don't bother with the £20 tripods. They aren't really worth it. Then move on. As you progress as a photographer and as your skills set in, start to then invest in other bits and pieces like lenses, then possibility of upgrading your camera, but don't rush it. Learn what that camera can do. I very quickly wanted the next camera. I wanted a bigger camera. I wanted something that was going to take better photographs. But I learnt that it wasn't the camera, it was me. Follow people that inspire you. Follow photographers that inspire you. Watch YouTube videos. Read magazines. It all helps. It all helps you develop as a photographer. And see where you want to take it. Not everybody wants to take award-winning photographs. Not everybody wants to go and take massive vistas. Some people just want decent quality of their own children or family occasions or days out. And that's fine. Just do what you want to do. So if you've got any suggestions or if there's anything you'd like to know, certainly about starting out as a photographer, leave me a message in the comments. I'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. So it's now starting to go a little bit dark. It's about 6:30. So I'm going to head down now to set up to take the shot of the bridge. As you can tell now, the lights have come on. So hopefully we'll get some images. The tide's started to go out, which will be fine because the sand's still wet. So we should get some reflections on the sand. And there's also a boat that sunk here a while ago. It's an old wooden boat. Hopefully incorporate that into the image as well. Depends how low the tide gets out. It's just starting to show above the water now, so we'll give that a little bit of time and see what can come. The temperatures have really dropped though, and it's absolutely freezing and high wind. So we'll see what we can get, and yeah, I'll show the images now. So hopefully you've liked today's video. It's been a bit of a rush, it's been a bit of a last minute thing, but I need to get out and do something at least. As always, like and subscribe. As these videos get into a little bit more detail, hopefully you'll understand me as a photographer a bit more. You'll understand my process a little bit more. And what I want to do is go into more of the settings. That will probably be on the next video when I've got a bit more time to myself. I can go out, relax, show you guys what I do. But this is just more of an insight of how you shouldn't be put off with photography, even though we've got really bad conditions. Still get out there and enjoy it. So yeah, like, subscribe, see you soon, bye.